I am 99% sure. How do I confront my fiance? Please help. Welcome to today's video on the Gossip Corner. Today's post comes from Reddit, posted by Trek4499, and it was only posted 2 days ago, so this one is relatively new and also includes an update that was posted a couple of hours ago. I also just wanted to apologize for the sound quality of my last video. I didn't actually realize there was issues with my mic until after the fact, and it had taken me a couple of hours to even record the video, and it went for 29 minutes, and I really just didn't want to lose all of that work. Nevertheless, I have sorted out the issues, so hopefully this video will sound better for you guys. Let's jump right into the post. I am a 35-year-old man engaged to a 32-year-old woman. We have been together for 7.5 years and have kids together. I love this woman with all my heart, and I always thought she loved me the same way. Until recently. Before I get into details, let me preface this post by giving some info about my fiancé. When we first met, she told me that she had fooled around with a couple of girls in the past. Throughout our relationship, every once in a while, usually after a few drinks, she will make a comment about a girl being hot or something like that. But a lot of girls do this, even girls who aren't bi or lesbian. Admittedly, over the last couple of years, our relationship has suffered. She has become distant and cold towards me, and I guess I have to her as well. It's a chicken or the egg thing. Does she give me the cold shoulder because I'm distant towards her, or am I distant towards her because she isn't showing me affection very often? Probably a little of both. She has always spent a lot of time on her phone, always scrolling through social media. I've even made comments about her phone usage before, but never got angry. Well, I noticed a few weeks ago that her phone now literally never leaves her possession. If she gets up from the couch to go to the other room, even for 10 seconds to get a drink, that phone comes with her. If I walk in the room and she has her phone in her hand, she instantly puts it in her pocket. We both get ready for work at the same time in the morning. Usually she's showering while I'm shaving or brushing my teeth. She used to set her phone on the bathroom counter while showering. The last few weeks, it is nowhere to be seen. I even asked her about it. Honey, where's your phone? Oh, I put it in the pocket of my bathrobe while I'm showering. Nope, I instantly checked the pockets and it wasn't there. In fact, she won't even charge her phone on the desk in our office anymore. The phone is literally in her hand or in her pocket at all times. Around the same time I noticed the change in behavior with the phone, I noticed that there was someone new liking all of her posts on Facebook. It's a girl she works with who is a lesbian. At first I thought nothing of it. Then I found out last week that the two of them are going to a concert together soon. I don't have access to snoop through her phone, but I knew in my gut that something was amiss. Then, 2 days ago, I logged in to pay my cell phone bill. We share a plan, and my usage showed that her phone had sent and received over 5,000 texts in the last month. Never that much usage before, not even close. Of course you can't read the texts, but you can see the phone number who texted you, who you texted, and the times. Almost every single text was the same number, and after some further detective work, I figured out that it was the same number of her friend from work, the lesbian. The texts went back and forth non-stop. Every day, all day, starting about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Literally from the minute my fiancé wakes up until late at night. Every single day. Even times when she would be driving to and from work. The only time there is a gap in messages is while they are together at work. No one texts anyone that much unless there is some kind of romance going on. My fiancé does not know that I have these text records. It's eating me up inside. This is the mother of my children, who I love more than anything in the world. I'm really struggling with how to bring this up to her without sounding like a stalker/paranoid creep. And to be honest, I'm afraid of the response. I don't have definitive proof that she is cheating, but I can feel it in my gut. Please help a guy who is just totally lost right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the update that was posted a couple of hours ago. It's happening tonight. I guess the only perfect time to have the most important conversation of your life is when you are totally ready to do it. I was going to wait until the weekend or when it was a day we both have off from work, etc., etc. After last night, she logged into the cell provider for the first time ever, I pay the bill, to check her usage. That tells me that she must have suddenly realized, oh shit, he might be able to see that I have been texting this number so much. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done, but fear and anguish and worry are worse to deal with than a lost relationship. Not to lie, this conversation will shatter me no matter what she says or the outcome of it is, but at least afterward, the healing process can begin one way or another. Today, I'm getting my list together of all my evidence. There is still no 100% proof, but come on man, it's all right there. I know that if she came to me suspecting me of cheating and had all the same evidence that I have on her, I might be a little offended, but I wouldn't get mad. I'd simply hand her my phone and say, look through it. I have nothing to hide. If she doesn't let me see the text, we have an admission of guilt in my eyes. So far, that is the only update that has been posted, which was 12 hours from the time of my recording this video. I will be keeping an eye out though to see if he does post any further updates because I'll make videos on them as well. Firstly, I would just like to point out that I think OP's feelings are completely valid. Just because the person that his wife is talking to happens to be female doesn't mean that he shouldn't be concerned at all. I don't think it's particularly normal for someone to be speaking to another person that much, especially when you're a grown adult. Maybe when you're younger, but when you're an adult, I think it's different. I personally speak to my best friend maybe once or twice a month maximum. So 5,000 texts in the span of a month to me sounds pretty ridiculous. And I guess also the behavior with her phone, the way she's been guarding it with her life recently is a bit of a telltale as well. Also, it is completely normal for girls to point out that other girls are attractive or beautiful or things like that. But her behavior has definitely been very shady. I don't think she's probably physically cheated yet, but I do think she has every intention of doing so. I think that with this situation, it's definitely worth having a conversation with her about why it is that she's feeling this way. And I'm not trying to delegitimize lesbian and bisexual relationships, but it is possible that she could even be having some sort of late quarterly life crisis or early midlife crisis, I don't know. I do truly feel terrible for OP though. It would not be a nice feeling knowing what he knows and having no idea of how to even go about the situation and how to confront her, how to talk to her about it, because like he said, he doesn't have concrete proof, but I mean, the evidence is there. I definitely don't want to be assuming the worst, but to think that this could be a purely platonic friendship would be wishful thinking, in my opinion. The fact that she hides her phone when she's having a shower as well is really, really sketchy. And won't even charge her phone in the same place that she used to because she obviously doesn't want her husband seeing it. So I'm going to read a few of the comments on the original post and then I'll read some that are on the update. Wrigley Harbour commented, "You'll have to confront her. That much contact, it's at least an emotional affair, likely more. All the signs, like hiding the phone, are classic behaviour. You have to mentally prepare yourself for the end of the relationship. Or when you confront her, a difficult road ahead for both of you if you try and repair it. It won't be easy either way, I'm sorry. Also, threesome isn't an answer to anything." OP responded to this comment saying, "Thanks. I know what's going on, I just can't prove it. I'm so afraid to say something because when I do, I feel like that will be the end of everything. If it was just me and her, yeah, it would suck, but I could move on. But we have kids, and their lives are going to be unattended forever. I won't get to see them every day. On top of that, now child support, and would probably have to move back in with my parents temporarily. God help me. This is shit I never thought I would have to go through. No one in my family, parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, you name it, has gone through a divorce or separation. In fact, my fiancé was married before and he cheated on her. She always tells me how horrible that was. How the hell can someone who has felt that pain inflict it on someone else? Someone who they supposedly love. Even if she doesn't love me anymore, there's no doubt in my mind that she did. I'm so lost." Cynical recidivist commented, "I would not show your hand before getting definitive proof. Can you put a VAR in her car and at home when you are not around to catch her voice conversations? Or somehow find out how to see what those texts say? It's important to not give away your suspicions too early before getting proof, as she will be able to explain away everything. Try to keep calm, mate. I'm sorry that you are going through this." OP responded with, "I don't know how to see the text. Really don't think there is any way. And as far as putting something in her car, 1, I would feel like a shitbag for spying, and 2, it's all texts. They have never called each other according to the phone records." Fragrant Spray commented, "Start planning your exit strategy. Do not marry her. Talk to a lawyer about how custody and child support might look. The cheating won't matter at all for that, so while you may want proof, it won't help you, legally. Get your exit strategy in place before you confront at all. When you do, be ready to walk and record all interactions with her if it's legal in your state. Don't do anything rash or it could affect custody." OP responded with, "Thanks for your advice. This is all just so hard." Now I will read some of the comments on the update. My Issues and Stuff commented, "Don't expect her to come clean. Even with the evidence you have, she's still going to lie. She's still going to gaslight you. Keep the exact evidence to yourself, don't show your whole hand and pretend that you know more than you do. Just tell her that you know she's seeing X and that she needs to come clean now or you are done. Tell her you know they're constantly talking and texting and that you know what they are texting about. Say that you have the text, and even though you can't believe she would do that, you want to hear it from her. And why she would treat you like this. Then, if she doesn't spill, just be ready to leave or have her leave. Just be ready for the lies. When she starts talking about it's not how it looks, tell her that you already know it is, and why is she making it worse by lying to you. Cranok commented, she's already suspecting that you know something, so she will prepare herself. Don't expect to find anything on her phone but a bunch of deleted messages. OP responded, that's what I'm worried about. If that happens, she actually shows me the phone and they're gone, it's time to use a cell provider and get the messages. The Fixer 123456 commented, as others say, this is not a court of law. You have enough proof already. Also, the phone will be clean by the time that you get to it. Unless you are in a jurisdiction where adultery matters, do you really need more evidence? OP responded saying, no, I have the evidence I need. After last night and logging into the phone account, that tells me that she really suspects that I am onto her. Those texts will be gone, I'm sure, and probably any other evidence, pictures that were saved, etc. If she is actually willing to show me her phone and there's nothing there, that's when I am going to tell her, you know me, I'm a pretty smart guy, I'm not an idiot. It's obvious to me that something is going on between you two. You owe it to me to be honest with me. Even if you don't love me anymore, you did love me for a long time and I still love you. We have children together. We're more than just a boyfriend and girlfriend who have been dating for a couple of months. You need to tell me the truth right now. All of OP's responses to everyone's comments are absolutely breaking my heart. Imagine how heartbreaking it would be to read all these comments. Obviously he has his suspicions, otherwise he never would have posted it on Reddit. But that wouldn't make it any easier to see what everyone else has to say about the situation. I really do hope that OP figures this all out and that he ends up okay. Nobody deserves to be in a relationship like this where you feel like you can't trust one another. Like I said before, I will be keeping an eye out to see if any further updates come up on this post, and I will definitely make a video update if that is the case. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Also, as always, I have included my email address in the description of this video, so if you have any stories that you want me to cover, just send them over to me through my email address and I will do my best to do so. I will see you in the next